Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This looks a little different. That is because I am in my son's nursery. My office is a disaster. We are redoing the bookshelves, or rather we took out all of the mishmash of bookshelves and are constructing built-in bookshelves, but right now there are no bookshelves. It's just the bases of the cabinets and it looks crazy and there are no books. So we are here with my lovely mountain scene that I painted on the wall of his nursery in my big comfy chair. So today I am doing a much requested video, which is that I'm going to talk about the teas that I've been enjoying this year. This year, I feel like the majority of the teas that I drank were non-flavored teas, so things that did not have added flavors to them. I tended towards more plain black teas or plain green teas that were maybe from specific regions or things like that. I feel like I really started to hone in on the kinds of teas that I like, and I was not finding that flavored teas were something that I was enjoying a whole lot. So I'll be talking about brands more specifically than just individual teas that I loved this year, because I feel like that is more helpful, because some of the specific teas may no longer be available or may not be necessarily to your taste. So I feel like these are going to be recommendations for brands that do a really good job producing a quality product or offering a quality product. I will list my favorites and link if they're available in the description bar, so you can look for those if you're interested in trying the specific teas. Let's jump in. The first brand is not going to be a surprise at all, and that is Whispering Pines. So Whispering Pines has been a long-time favorite of mine. I have been purchasing from Whispering Pines for a number of years, and I just feel like every year the quality and selection gets better and better. So Brendan, who is the owner of Whispering Pines, is one of the loveliest people you will ever interact with. And he has a particular just a skill for picking out teas that have so much flavor that you would almost think some of them have added flavoring when they don't. So neither of these, both of these are wonderful black teas. So this is Golden Snail and this is Red Temple. They're both black teas. Let's see. Yeah, this one is from the Yunnan region of China, which I would say the majority of my favorite black teas are from the Yunnan region of China. This one does not say what region it's from, but it is a black tea as well. So I tend to buy more of his black teas, although his green teas have been fantastic as well. My favorite, absolute favorite, hands down tea from him, from Whispering Pines, is Imperial Gold Buds, and I feel like every time I get an email that it's back in stock, I buy like 4 ounces of it, and by the time that the next email comes out saying it's back in stock, I've gone through all of that, because to me, that particular tea is what makes me feel relaxed. Like I can just smell it, and I instantly just, my whole body relaxes. I believe when I finally was able to have hot beverages when I was pregnant, it was the first tea that I had. So I don't know, I'm sure I mentioned it, but I was very averse to hot beverages for like the first half of my pregnancy, which was absolutely miserable for somebody who loves tea. So that is my favorite, hands down. I also really like North Winds, which I haven't had in a while. I think I actually purchased some in my most recent order that shipped today. And then I'm trying to think of some of the names of them. The Golden Orchid, or Golden Orchid is delightful. He has one tea, I think it might be Golden Orchid, that does have Madagascar vanilla in it, so it's pieces of vanilla. That one is incredible. So he has a really great line of like vanilla teas that I think would be something anyone would enjoy. But just as a general rule, his black teas are so smooth and so just, I don't know, they give me a homey feeling. So I absolutely recommend him, especially if you're into black teas. Some of the green teas that I really enjoy, he has a Dragon Well that's really great. If you like jasmine green tea, his Mother of Dragons jasmine green tea, which is a jasmine tea, like it's a Dragon Well that's infused with jasmine, is fantastic. I would say it does rival my favorite Harney & Sons Jasmine Dragon Pearls. So yeah, I would say anything that you're looking for tea-wise that is non-flavored, that's where I would send you first and foremost. He does a lot of pu'ers. That's not my style. I do not like pu'ers at all. They're way too earthy for me. But if that's something that you're interested in, he has a ton of those. That's something that he himself drinks a lot of. So those are really well cultivated from my understanding from people who are into those. And yeah, so if you have tried anything from Whispering Pines, I would love to hear what you tried and if you liked it. But yeah, I will leave links down below to some of my favorites as well as to just the site overall. The other brand that I have recently found out about, and I was honestly a little skeptical when my husband got the subscription for me, just because I tend to be so picky about tea, and unknown tea brands sometimes make me a little hesitant. But turns out this one was fantastic. So this is Tea Runner, and this is a tea subscription service, although you can buy teas just outright on their website. I want to say, I can't remember her name, but she's in Firefly. Yeah, I think, yes, she is. She's in Firefly. So it's an actress in Firefly who is one of the people who cultivates this tea service. And the great thing about it is it's very varied. So they have a ton of different options. They have plain teas, they have flavored teas, they have tons of herbal infusions or rooibos or honeybush teas. So you take a quiz and they can cultivate, you know, the teas that you want, or choose the teas that you want for your box, or you can just go with, you know, send me a mix of everything, which is what we did, which I wouldn't normally do, but I'm actually glad that that's what he did, because some of the teas that we got are not things I would have picked, or probably are not things that would have been sent to me had I filled out a survey. So first and foremost, the plain black teas, specifically the ones that come from the Yunnan region of China, all of those have been fantastic. And I do really, really love that on their packaging, they always indicate the origin down here. So you always know where, like what region, what country the tea came from. I appreciate that greatly. And I think that has been part of what has helped me sort of zero in on exactly what types of black tea, especially, that I enjoy. So that's been really fun. And I really enjoyed their black teas. Their green teas have been good. They sent quite a few herbal or rooibos teas, which I usually am not a fan of. But they sent one that was like a creamsicle type one, and it was spectacular. It is one of my favorite herbal teas to date, and I really want to purchase more of it. They also sent a gorgeous Earl Grey, which I don't usually like Earl Greys, but I mixed it in with like milk and vanilla flavoring and made a London Fog, and it made the most delicious London Fog I've ever had. So, big fan of that tea company. My battery is flashing, which I do not know how that is possible. I feel like I just charged it. So I'm going to try to get to the last few pretty quickly and hope it does not cut me off. So I also really enjoyed David's Tea Caramel Shortbread, which I have spoken about before. This is an herbal tea. I don't generally like David's Tea because their stuff is highly flavored, and most of it is a little bit fakey to me, but this one is so delicious and has been a great warming like evening tea for me for now going on 3 years. So I still really love this one and would recommend it. And then the last two things have been more of like home tea making. So I've been making a chai tea using actual spices, and I like no other chai tea has the kind of flavor that actual spices steeped in water and milk have. And it's just, yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's worth it. If I can find the recipe, I will put down below the recipe that I use when I make my concentrate with spices. And then the last one has been bubble tea. I've really enjoyed making bubble tea over the last year, since we were in lockdown, and I couldn't go get bubble tea. I ordered some boba on the internet. I think I got it from Hardy & Sons and made my own bubble tea. It's so easy, so satisfying, and you can make any flavor combinations for the beverage. And I can't wait for warmer weather to try some other flavor combinations with the boba that I have, because yeah, that was a lot of fun. But yeah, that's been it. I really enjoyed all of the teas that I've tried this year. My tea advent calendar, which was in my Vlogmas video, was so much fun, and I got to try a lot of the teas from these brands that I hadn't gotten to, and just solidified my love of both of the two brands that I talked about the most in this video. So if you've tried Whispering Pines, if you've tried Tea Runners, let me know what you think, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Tell me what other tea videos you'd like to see, and I'll see you next time.